How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'm going to be driving the M48A2 120mm, and also 3-marking it. Or, not in this game, but I figured this game would be a better game to show than the actual game. I 3-marked it because this had way better stats on it at the end, or by the end. So, yeah, here it is. So, quick breakdown of the tank. It's got less armor than the T95E6, also a reward vehicle. Also, it's a Tier 10 premium American medium tank. That's pretty much all you need to know. You don't get extra silver from it, you just get an extra 5% XP bonus from it. It's not really a premium tank, it's more of a reward tank, and nothing more than that. Anyway, onto the armor. It has less armor than the T95E6, even using its full 10 degrees of British gun depression. And yes, I did mean to say British because all the Tier 10 British medium tanks get, well, the whole two of them, get 10 degrees of gun depression. And the American line, both the standard tech tree Patton and the T95E6 only get 9, which is why I say that. Moving on. If you use all 10 degrees of gun depression this tank possesses, people can still upper plate you with standard ammunition. And that's amazingly bad upper plate armor. Just bad angle, bad armor. Yeah, all around. If people are staring at your tank using all of your gun depression, or even not, if they hit you in the lower left and the lower right of your turret, they will pen very easily and predictably with standard penetration shells. Or they'll just hit your hatch because it's very bulky and very easy to get shots off on. And if they load heat, well, great news also, because then they can auto-pen your, well, Tier 9 and Tier 10 heat premium rounds, 330, 340 pen, whatever you want to call them. They can overmatch your, not overmatch, but just pen outright your, right above your gun. So that's pretty upsetting. If they're using APCR to pen that, they won't just because of auto ricochet values. But with heat, it's very easily pennable, so keep on the lookout for that as well. There's really no good way to play this tank. I got a very lucky fucking second shot off there. You play it as support. It's not very good at brawling. It's not very good at taking hits. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I look at somebody and they can see me, the chances of me getting hit are significantly high. So, yeah, that's just my experience in the tank. For some reason, the E75 only has the 105mm on. That's really weird. Or, sorry, 10.5 centimeter because it's a German gun. I'm getting flanked from behind, so I'm going to take this opportunity to put some free, easy ass shots into these guys, trying to advance stupidly through the middle with us still here. What else? Okay, so I have on some accuracy perks, as well as the vertical stabilizer. For equipment, the camouflage expertise, or sorry, advanced concealment for equipment, as well as the special targeting system, and then I know there's one more slot, but what is it? It's probably... fuck, what is it? I have no idea. Optics. That's it. It's optics. Why do I have that instead of another gun rammer or something to that effect? I already have the minus 10% loading time as a perk for my commander. I figured it needed to be concealed more than it needed the extra DPM, simply because it has no armor to work with at any time. People can overmatch your side if you try and side script with this thing, or just shooting it in the turret ring all the time. It can't take hits. And if you go down this slope and angle your hull as much as possible, because of the weird shape of the upper hull, they can pen that at what you would assume to be auto ricochet angles reliably, again, with standard ammunition. It's not great. It's really not. I'm absolutely working that Leopard. He is now dead. Good on him. I feel like this tank is mediocre, but it was a Tier 10 American medium tank, so I felt like I had to 3-mark it. So I did. Even in the current state of the game, it's still very possible. And with the game lag at random points, I figured out a way to negate the game kicking you out. And for some reason, that was, for me, my solution to that was to switch to using Wi-Fi. For some reason, when I was hard-lined it didn't like it, would kick me out and say World of Tanks is not available. But now that I've been Wi-Fi'd, the only thing that it's ever done was like lag for 3 or 4 seconds at a time, giving me no control over my own tank, and then the game will just continue as normally. But yeah, their servers are kind of shit still, and that doesn't make 3 marking vehicles any easier. But it's not like... It's only bad when compared to other tanks of the same tier. It's not a bad tank. It's got a great gun. It's got great maneuverability. Actually, more maneuverability than the T95E6, just not in top speed. It is slower, but it has better ground resistances. So, that's fun. But it has exactly 1 pen less damage per minute than the T95E6, and I don't know what to compare it to the Patton as far as DPM goes, but I know it has less DPM than the Patton as well. Maybe not to as so much of an extreme, but it still has less DPM, which sucks. But as you can see, the gun is very reliable. Having only the 10% decreased loading time perk for my commander and not the equipment that further decreases the loading time by another 10%, the reload is 7.8. I'm sure I could put on consumables, but I just don't want to. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll put on consumables for my other tier 10. Actually, no. Why would you put on consumables when you can't have firefighting and preventative maintenance and firefighting on your tank? I just feel like it takes up so many perks. You can only use 9. It limits your tank's capability, basically, because you already want extra accuracy, you want better turret rotation accuracy, you want camo for your mediums, you want track mechanic, you know, that kind of stuff. And there's only so many slots you can use for skills, and I think using consumables would just be not very smart, because if you get set on fire, it could put you back a ways and kind of fuck up your whole day. Although, I guess it could just be like another pen of damage from something, but it could kill you. It could be a way of screwing you over. I know I'm focusing on this chieftain. I don't know why it takes me so long to repair my ammo rack here. I'm probably tunnel visioning and just like hyper focusing, but he bounces a heat round from me for some reason. That leopard, I didn't even know he was capable of doing that, but I probably hit his mantlet, which is why it was probably absorbed. I finally fix it there. Took me fucking long enough, and then bam, I finish him off. The chieftain is exceedingly slow, so I'm going to use this to my advantage. Unfortunately, he kills our tank destroyer, which isn't the best thing in the world, but I'm like, okay, he's got more health than me. I get a quick look at him. Yeah, he's got 1,400 health than me, almost 1,450. So his DPM is better than me. I know that for a fact. His armor is better, but it doesn't matter at this point because I have heat loaded. So I'm going to try and get this Artie to join me in the game. And I know he's safe over there, but I need him to be kind of a distraction. And that's exactly what ends up happening. I didn't think he would do this in-game, but thank my lucky stars that he was, because he ended up distracting the chieftain long enough for me to get an extra 2 pens into him, and by that time, it didn't matter how impressive the chieftain's DPM was. He could not destroy me faster than I could destroy him. Unless he ammo racked me again. But in that case, I would have just repaired it again, because reusable consumables are a thing now, and I think that's awesome. That was a very chancy shot. Don't know why I didn't aim that one more. But this is going to be a win. Spoiler alert. But yeah, 2 free shots into him. Now he has like 650 HP, and I got this in the fucking bag. Like, if he rams me, it's going to be an easy... Oh, he's ammo racked now, too. He can't repair it, because he already used his repair kit. Oh, nope, he just repaired it. Good for him. Too little... too late. I bet if he loaded Hesh, he probably could have killed me. Just by aiming down on my upper plate. I kind of want to test that out, but Oh, you know what? I don't need to. He could have just aimed for my hatch, so screw that hypothetical situation. But anyway, this is not the 3-marking game, but I'm going to show you the 3-mark in 3, 2, 1. Bam! Here we go. Haha! Fucking got him! But yeah, the only thing that this thing is good for is having a decent, accurate gun. Its DPM is lackluster when it comes to a tier 10 medium when compared to several other American tier 10 mediums you could use, or even other mediums in the game. Here's the equipment setup I use, eventually getting to it. I use optics, vertical stabilizer, advanced concealment, and the advanced targeting system. And then I believe I also go over the perks for my commander as well. Wait for it. Anytime now. I'm pretty sure this would have been easier done live, but whatever. Here's all the perks I use to achieve this goal. I love using off-road driving because it gives you a little bit of extra mobility, which I always enjoy in mediums. But yeah, it seems to help. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you next time.